Hey, what's up, guys? You're at GamesRadar.com, and we're checking out Tekken Tag Tournament 2. And I am joined by the one, the only, Filthierich. How you doing?
What's up, man? Hanging out here, beating the crap out of Hayachi.
Always a good time.
Yes.
So, you are a tournament-level player. Let's not beat around the bush here.
Yeah, I used to compete. I've played ever since I was young and won a good amount of tournaments.
And you know Tekken like the back of your hand. So
I know this game too well.
whereas other people, they might mash buttons, you actually know what you're doing.
No, I just mash buttons really well.
Oh, okay. So that's the trick. So can you tell us a little bit about, for those who might not have played the first Tekken Tag Tournament?
Yes.
What it's all about here.
So Tekken Tag 2 is basically a part 2 to the original Tekken Tag 1, which has been over 10 years. But what we're doing this time around, we're adding more characters, adding more stages, and adding more fun to the basic functionality of the game.
More is better.
Yes. So I think a lot of the things that made the original Tag 1 really impressive and kind of its own game is just the tag mechanics and what you could do with the crazy combinations that you find yourself with two different characters. So we basically used that and accentuated on that even more. And we've added new things for both from an offensive standpoint and defensive as well.
Cool. Can you go into what exactly the new techniques are?
So hopefully you guys can actually see what I'm doing over here. The original, what you could do is you could do basic launchers that would bring your partners in. So that's original tag, and I think you see it on any other tag game. But Tekken Tag Tournament 2 has this system called a Tag Assault, where you're using both your characters and basically working your momentum to do as much damage as you can in one combo. Now, it's not really breaking the system mechanics of the game, like, you're not going to be able to juggle your character infinitely or anything like that. But what it'll do, it will... Let's show you some stuff. So you're going to see King do combo. JC is going to be able to follow up after with an ender.
Very nice.
And what this game actually allows you to do is to let you use any string or single move in the entire game. So you're not bound to one move or one particular combo. There isn't any such thing as the best choice. It's your preferred choice every single time.
So it's like experimentation, go and find what works for you.
So, I mean, you and I could both sit in practice mode for a good couple of hours with the same team, but then there's no way that we would come up with the same 10 combos of what we do for Tag Assault.
Very cool. So you were showing me the expert wave dashing earlier, but there's another dash here.
Oh, the light dash. Okay, let's see. I'm gonna get put on blast right now if I don't do this. Well, that's really technical, but let's hop right into it.
I mean, I like technical. We can go for the ins and outs here, the nitty gritty.
So there's some wave dashing that you can do. Every one of the characters that has a wave dash is a fastest way that you can do it. I've seen people, across the world do it ridiculously fast. But that's not it. You don't need to do that. I just do that, and I actually lose more matches because of it.
I think style points are
what's important.
Worthwhile.
So let me jump into more of the tag mechanics of the game. And again, I want to talk about the evolution of Tag 2 from Tag 1. So in original Tag, you can do these basic generic throws. Now each character is going to have a tag throw, and it's all going to be dependent on the point character. So it's going to have a unique animation. You're not going to see the same 10 things over and over again. But with this, if you know a little bit about the story of Tekken, what you can do is kind of use your imagination, put two and two together, and then if you recognize that there's any type of relationship with any two characters, for instance, something as simple as Armor King and JC giving each other a pound in the trail of the game, they actually do that exact throw in the game, which is that right there.
That's awesome. That's fan service.
Yeah, that's some fancy stuff. It's fancy. So let's see. And the thing is, let me go into some more characters.
Yeah, sure. Whatever characters
and maybe
you want to...
I think the one character that I want to show off is one of the newly announced characters for Tag 2, making his return for this game. It's just P-Jack. And, I've been getting tweets or messages all day, and people can't seem to believe that we're just giving this character for free. But basically, day one, he will be a character that you'll be able to get whether you pre-order or not. But we do enforce people to go ahead and pre-order because on top of the characters that are right here on top, Forest Love, P-Jack, Combat, Tiger Jackson, and Alex, you're going to be able to get the 4 additional characters that we've been talking about ever since, I believe, E3.
Sweet.
And what I'm going to do is I'm going to do combos that are going to change the world right now.
You are going to revolutionize what we think of when we think
Yes,
combo.
and maybe even go into some of. You said I can get dorky. That was
by
probably
all
the worst thing you
By
could
all means.
tell me to do. And
There is
that's
no such thing as dorky in these walls.
Get ready.
So for me, and I think a lot of other people, one of the most important parts of a fighting game is basically the practice mode or ways for you to get your friends to play this game. Because let's just be honest right now, a fighting game is a fighting game if you're only playing the computer. It's nice to go ahead and test and work on your skills to just basically beat the crap out of everybody in your neighborhood, your apartment complex, your city, your
Get some
state.
status.
It doesn't really matter, but if you can see right here, I can test out crazy combos. And if it didn't work, oh man, let me reset it, go back to the original position settings. So this is a good thing that we have. But let me go ahead and show some swag. Oh my god. Changing the world.
Oh,
See, I just made that
God.
up. I have no clue what I'm doing right now.
You're like Mozart
Yes.
on a joystick right here.
So the same thing. I think it would be. It's simple to say that, hey man, if I put the jacks together, there's probably something cool. So here is your generic double rock bottom up in his face, and then the same will happen if I put jack on point. But because I have this team, I got a unique throw. That's unique to them both. Now, there's no one else who's going to be able to do that, have that same type of animation. And as you can see, this is the normal version of it. Then again, I will show the tag version.
So is that the right punch and tag at the same time?
So that's the generic one. This
okay.
one is with the left. So left punch and left kick and tag.
My goodness.
Now, it's pretty cool because if I'm going to troll because the guy who usually watches me for my PR team just walked out of the room. We have a full understanding of the command list. So
Sweet
10
Jesus.
strings, throws, and what we're also been doing is like we've been figuring out that people are always trying to learn more about that specific move. So you're going to see the details of the move. Now, for this instance, this is the move that I can tag out of because of the red emblem that's right there on the side. And
handy.
if you really want to just jump into it, you're going to be able to see the damage, the positioning of how it's going to put you in. But the best part is how fast you can scroll through each one of these things. So you're going to be able to learn basic moves, throws, and then later on, which is, I think, for me, an amazing tool for people to learn more, is just a visual aid on a really cool big damage combo. And what's happening there on the bottom side of the screen is a real-time notation of the spacing, what is happening, the timing of when he's doing, because we all know that Tekken is a very technical game, and it's very dependent on the beats and the time that you have. So you're not going to be able to just mash a button just because it says it's the next. No auto combos over here. But hopefully that right there will teach you to learn the basic moves, and then what you can do is you can jump into Fight Lab and evolve. So utilize everything that it teaches you. Oh my God.
I am stunned silent right now.
So, while we're here on this stage, cool thing that is new to Tekken is these stages. So if you saw it earlier, this is kind of... Okay, I'm not going to lie. I don't know how many sides this stage has, but there's a bunch. But what this does has, which is brand new to Tekken, are these breakable walls.
Oh, okay.
Before in Tekken 6, newly introduced in Tekken 6, what this does, it causes a stun. You can basically extend your combo, but this time around, just check this out. Oh, that was so fail. So, because this is a tag game, I had Jack on the bottom waiting, which he can go ahead and continue the combo.
And you get 2 achievements.
And then see, there we go again, changing the world one achievement at a time. And what this did is, I got my damage in, but then strategically, maybe my mindset is that, hey, you know what? I'm more familiar with the map on the bottom because it's different from what's on top.
Sure.
Maybe strategically for me, what's better, and because of this team, because this team right here is probably a good team that has a really good wall carry and does a good significant amount of damage against the wall versus the smaller map upstage, I wanted to get the hell on out of there. So maybe my goal right here is to sit in practice mode to figure out ways that I can go ahead and manipulate that type of situation and get myself in that position. So put him up against the wall, do these crazy things. But you know what? I got Pete Jack on the screen. New character. Everyone's like, oh, he's just like Jack. I'm like, no, he's not.
If anyone would know.
Yes, if anyone would know. Don't get me wrong. Look at his hand. Watch. Check out. He's going to turn off. Hold on. There's too much hype going on. And, well, there you go. So more
winding
crazy.
down. He's winding down.
So along with that, yes, he's winding and dining, turning off, and doing that stuff. He has his drill, and of course, he's got some of his unique moves that really help you identify P-Jack compared to the other Jacks. So he's got that. This is a classic from Tekken Tag 1.
I mean, the silver skin alone. That's.
Look at this. Look at his hat. Have you seen that hat?
That thing is on.
I'm gonna buy
snugly.
Let's see. So let's compare. Let's go ahead and compare. So Jack has this move called the Debugger. It's a really good low move. Does a ton of damage. Really
That's
iconic.
sweet.
I think it was introduced in Tekken 5. P-Jack is like, yo, I got my version. Check this out. So fail right there. Hold on. So it's a 2-hit version.
Ooh.
Different properties and does different things. And what this will do is it'll really help just bring a lot of fun to anybody who's been either curious about Jack or has liked Jack ever since his new iterations from like 5 on up. And this character is so crazy.
Those corner combos are sick nasty.
So he is one of the 4 characters that people are going to be able to play on day 1, and
Sweet.
we got to see a little bit of number 1, the new stage that's introduced to Tekken, and also the breakable walls. Now, what I could do is I could take time before we actually jump into a match, and I could show you. You know what? Let's show you some more specific combos.
Sounds good.
I mean, I see that this game's going to be going on for a long time just because of the amount of characters that are in the game. And you're basically limited to your own creativity.
For sure.
Now, what I'm seeing a lot, like I troll a lot and I watch a lot of people play across the world, just try to interpret their gameplay, and it's always fun to see how they interpret the game and the engine. And I think that
Yeah, you were saying you saw some impressive teams.
It's so different. I've been seeing impressive teams so different from those in just countries alone. But let's see. I have a pretty cool team over here. What you can see is that now here in this menu, you're going to be able to see the positioning of where we're going to start, as well as the properties of the stage.
Oh, wow.
So for this, for instance, you see in that area, to the 6 o'clock of what we're looking at, or to the right-hand side of the first player, is a breakable wall. So maybe you want to go ahead, maybe you have a character that has more moves that can help out in this type of situation.
Very
or
cool.
maybe you want to go ahead and just play a straight-up honest
Straight up
match
arena?
in the arena. And this goes across the board. Now, these blue highlighted ones are infinite stages with no walls, no anything like that.
Oh, okay.
These are the collapsible stages, showing you the first and second floor, and also, again, showing you where you start.
Can we see another collapsible level?
Can do that. Let's go break some stuff. Now, Brazil, I'm going to turn on this stage because I think for me this is the craziest soundtrack in a fighting game. I broke my TV the other day practicing because this was insanely high. And what I want to go ahead and do is just talk about a little bit more about the character relationships that we have that then transfer and then reflect onto like character or team specific combos. Now, I mean, the game does provide you with an opportunity if you are brand new to Tekken to just hop in and pick one character, which is good and all. It's a good balance, and the game itself balances itself out. So like, oh, hey, he's got 2 characters, I only got 1. The game has ways to go ahead and work its way around it. But as you can see, I'm just going to jump right into it. So let's see, some tag combos. I got tag throws. Then let's put Jimpachi on point. Kick him in the face. Now, as I go ahead, jump into forums, maybe you can even ask me, there are these specific combos that will blow your mind. If I don't hit this combo, I'm going to walk out of the studio right now.
In shame.
So that's one example of basically a team-specific combo that only these 2 can do.
Oh, okay.
It's insane. And again, we can go ahead with your grassroots and just continue on with any combos that you want to go ahead and create on yourself.
I am indeed jamming to the soundtrack right now.
This soundtrack is crazy. And like I promised, because I was studying the stream beforehand, I noticed that this does have a breakable wall. And if I remember, it was to my left hand, which is going to put us in this position right here.
Ah, okay.
So, boom. So he's on the bottom, you catch him. And more craziness.
Well, we got some robot arms.
Yes. So if you see here, we are in the Fight Lab itself. Now this is a stage that you'll be able to see through the first chapter, I believe, one of the first chapters of Fight Lab. And again, guys, I want to tell either you're a pro player who's never lost a tournament, or you're somebody who's just finding your way into or wanting to learn more about Tekken. This is the place to be, because there's so much funny crap. There's so much funny stuff in here, dude, that you would just love. And as a Tekken fanboy, man, like myself, it's everything I wanted it to be, because I can find myself finding ways and gaps for me to tell my cousins or my little brothers or niece and nephews that, hey, I know you don't play Tekken, but this is the way to hop into it. And if you're a pro, I'm like, okay, why don't you go ahead? Let me see how fast you can beat it. Or why don't you get S rankings? Because this
Can't be easy.
Again, this is amazing because my PR guy isn't here, so I'm gonna say
Yeah, let loose, man. Let
whatever.
loose.
When you go ahead and play in the combat mode, one of the amazing things that's just been brandly introduced to the Tekken franchise is being able to customize one of the characters, and that's combat. So as you play through the game, you're going to go through these different types of unique achievements, unlocking specific moves. So, like, who's your favorite character?
I think I actually like King the best.
Okay, so
He's
King, let's say
classic.
you like King's forward, left punch, right punch, clothesline. There could be an instance where it's a requirement for you to get a B rating in Fight Lab, but what'll happen is that you can have enough points and you can fit that into your command slot. So just, example for somebody like myself who wants to have combat just to make a combo video and go on YouTube and hopefully get 13
millions
likes.
and millions of views.
Yes.
Oh my god,
my
damage.
goodness, yes.
The damage.
So,
Now, can we see some combos with your team? Here?
my
'Cause,
team, yes.
You seem to know every character, but you have some favorites.
But you
like
said
anyone.
you like King, right?
I do like me some King.
Oh my
I could never do his crazy chain stuff.
Maybe what I'll do.
You'll have to
is
educate me here.
Gonna do a crazy.
Uh-oh.
Gonna beat these two guys up. Now let me go. No, not to the motherland. Let's go to an open stage.
All right. This is the
This is
classic high school one.
Yeah.
Get ready for the
There's a ton
Trying
of
to
cool
impress some
things
schoolgirls here.
for
big deal.
for any of the Tekken aficionados. Like, you're gonna be able to see and hear some stuff, whether it's a soundtrack or see some stuff in stages. I'm gonna leave that up to the community and the fans to figure out and find later on.
Little Easter
But
eggs.
dude, there are a ton of Easter eggs that you are gonna love in here, and I mean, this is the game. I think it's gonna be hard trying to work on other games.
Play anything else after this?
Oh my! Okay.
Oh,
so
dang.
let's bring out the Kings. Check this out. This one. So this is an amazing. Unique. They have a good. I mean, number one, they're grapplers, right?
Double
So,
clothesline. I like it a lot.
here, I'll show you this. Let me show you. So you saw what I was. Check this out. Like when I did that running throw, he did like the running power bomb. So with Armor King, I can actually bring in. We got
Whoa.
we got pressure. Check this out. And I can bring in.
It's fine. Kazuya's fine.
And what's cool is that the more you learn the game, there you go.
Achievements on
Achievements and achievements is that it's different. You're not just doing, like, there's a strategy behind it. And when you're doing stuff like tag throws, now look at the damage right now. The top, what's happening
I
is
can
that
hardly believe my eyes.
there's a red bar. And what that is that's life that you can potentially gain back.
Sure. By
when you're-
tagging out?
By having your character who has a red life on the backside.
Cool.
But when you go ahead and use two people, or maybe a tag throw, for instance, this actually depletes the red bar.
Oh, okay.
So
you get a
it's
nice
blinking, then it's
animation
gone.
And
You may take a little bit less off, but you're taking off the red life that he could potentially gain back.
Cool.
So let's go back into some more combo.
oh my.
I knew that wasn't gonna hit, but it looks so cool.
You couldn't help yourself. I can't blame you. Now, like, how much time have you devoted just to learning combos? If you had to guess.
Wow, that's a really good question. So, I've been playing Tekken for a very long time, but I feel that in this game, because we've gone out to different community events and I've put this game in the hands of people who play every game in the book, whether they play 2D games or they've been playing Tekken forever. And I just tell them to just mash. think and do any combo strings that you have, and I explain how the combo system works. From that point, they can easily put together anything that you want. Like I said, I was telling you earlier that when we were playing the Tekken Online, we could be picking the same exact team. But at the end of the day, there's no way in hell we are going to have the same combos.
Oh, that's awesome.
Let's do some more combos.
That knee is famous.
Yes. Oh, so people want to see the new stuff. Okay.
Oh my god.
Well, you know what? I can't expose too much. I'm gonna leave the creativity up to the guys.
Sure. You don't want to give away all the combos.
I hope you guys enjoy it, man. We got to sit here and blabber for a little bit.
Yeah, I'm all about the technicalities.
Yes.
So. And there's also a World Tekken Federation mode online. We can't show it to you right now, but if you want to learn more about it, just check out our article, gamesradar.com. It's the place to be. And thank you so much, Filthierich,
yes.
the one and only.
Don't forget, pick it up for your Xbox 360 and your PS3. Make sure to pre-order to get all of the amazing pre-order incentives that we gone ahead and put together. It's at an amazing cost of free as long as you go ahead and pre-order. You're going to be getting the 4 exclusive characters, Kunimitsu, Angel, Michelle Chang, and Ancient Ogre, as well as the swimsuit bikini bundle. You're also going to get the Snoop's Dogg stage, which also has the single Knock 'em Down playing in the background.
Right on.
You're going to be getting some cool stuff for your avatars, as well as dynamic themes for your PS3. There are also mash tracks that you're also going to be able to get that have like awesome remixes by pretty famous music producers. And you have to go.
Day one
you got to get it just to be able to experience what we've been doing for the online stuff. So there's all that. If you want more information on it, check it out on Tekken.com, or you can hit me up on Twitter, and I'll be more than happy to fill you guys in.
Cool. What's your Twitter name?
It's at Filthierich, and I spell it wrong on purpose because why would mean that I have money? But it's Filthie Rich. And again, Tekken Tag Tournament 2 is going to be available worldwide the week of September 10th for your Xbox and PS3. Now, for the US, it's going to be coming out the 11th of September, so make sure to pre-order or pick it up. I'll see you guys online.
Sweet.